That prank video turned the scene into a complete salad, and those guys recorded this crazy party with a camera and sent it to the dark web. Views soared like an arrow, everyone buzzed like over-caffeinated, when Hannah piped up again. Because these tales were unrelated to the info she needed, making her doubt he was reading from a storybook. Benjamin, a lifelong undercover agent, spelled Hannah's social security number, college info, and juicy tidbits in one breath. He even knew she once had a child, leaving Hannah's face like she'd seen a ghost. Clearly, this young guy was no ordinary Joe. Maybe he can predict the future too. Then Benjamin continued spinning her story, determined to win over the legendary hacker Mr. X. So, they formed the Klay organization and designed some super cool masks, and in the following days, they went a little wild with their newfound skills. They hacked into finance and pharmaceutical companies, causing quite the uproar online, and those prank videos turned into popular gossip. Some even called them Justice Avengers, and the media rushed to report, eager to uncover who was behind the masks, while the gang hoped to earn Mr. X's stamp of approval. But to their disappointment, Mr. X declared in the dark web that had never heard of the Klay organization, which made Mark fume like a kettle. Turns out, in his eyes, they were just minor players. From then on, Benjamin learned social engineering and got a lot less shy, even becoming a little storyteller. That night, he finally worked up the courage to find his longtime crush, Mary, and slowly poured out his heart. Mary didn't say yes directly, but her eyes were saying, "I might be considering it." The next day, Mark suddenly got a message from Mr. X, which included a classified document with "Please do not reply" written on it. This top-secret file from the Cybersecurity Bureau to Europol stated Klay was a harmless hacker group. After reading this, the gang finally got the message. Mr. X thought Klay wasn't even on his radar, which infuriated Mark. He vowed to do something big. Even Benjamin felt embarrassed to be looked down upon by his idol. "Let's hack into the German intelligence agency," Benjamin suggested, while Paul flatly said that was impossible. But Benjamin insisted. No system is absolutely secure. Not even his toothbrush knows safety. So, after some careful observation, they decided to hitch the ride on the garbage truck's route, following it to the waste disposal plant. After relentless effort, they finally found the intelligence agency's logistics manager's info on a greeting card, who turned out to be a total cat person. Being a fan of cats proved to be his downfall as he clicked the link, which led them right into the target's computer. Even though they couldn't access the main server, they made a few passes exploiting the logistics manager's vulnerability. They knew hiding behind a computer wouldn't work. That night, the 4 Dom maskers sauntered into the intelligence agency with passes. After dodging the patrolling guards, they set up a port on site and officially began their hacking mission, successfully breaching the system in no time. However, Mark emphasized that they only wanted to print some "We Were Here" flyers using the printer. Once everything was perfectly wrapped up, they erased all traces and headed to a bar to celebrate. Here, Benjamin met his goddess Mary again. They clicked instantly, but then not too long after. Benjamin returned from the restroom only to find his pal Mark getting cozy with Mary. Goodness, Benjamin's heart shattered into a million pieces. Fuming, he went home, ignoring Mark and others. Just then, he handed top-secret info from the agency to Mr. Lex. Mr. Lex was indeed shocked to see the information. Little did he know this move brought everyone into a world of trouble. The next day, while Benjamin and Mark were arguing over Mary, the news broke about the leaking of classified intel and assassinations of undercover agents. Turns out, the information Benjamin downloaded was the intelligence agency's undercover list in crime organizations. Mr. Lex immediately sold it off to the cyber mafia. As undercover agents were eliminated, blame shifted to the Klay organization. Hackers turned real criminals. While Mark and the gang finally got famous, this was not what they had in mind, and there were whispers of making a run. After Benjamin tracked down Mr. Lex, he discovered that he was a member of the FNS crime syndicate. Although Benjamin served up this info himself, they were still treated as mere cannon fodder, and Klay had become the target of everyone. To save themselves, they decided to find Mr. Lex to hand him over to the agency, as he was the prime target they had always wanted. Mr. Lex seemed to admire them, stating that if Klay could complete one more task, had agreed to help them, which involved planting a Trojan virus in Europol servers. Mr. Lex wanted to keep tabs on the police investigation progress. Benjamin and the gang accepted the task, but planned to add a little Trojan of their own. But the problem was, the Europol building was as fortified as a fortress. They tried every method, but couldn't get in. Even Mark accidentally pierced his palm on a nail while searching for vulnerabilities, making everyone suspect this mission was going down in flames. Just then, Benjamin spotted a group of college students coming out from a tour, one of whom accidentally dropped their visitor badge. Benjamin picked up the badge, pretended to be a student, claiming he lost his wallet inside during the tour. Although the security guard initially disagreed, Benjamin's acting skills really shone, and ultimately, they let him in. He seized the chance to set a wireless net. Once connected, the COULDIE Grovium the virus, and it went surprisingly smoothly. When Benjamin told Mr. X that the task was complete, Mr. X created a secret chat room. He gave Benjamin an access code, and the two entered the chat, but when Benjamin handed over the program, X said he saw through all of it. Additionally, Benjamin was recorded, and Mr. X said had actually used the access code he was given. As a result, not only was Benjamin exposed, but even the mob had issued a hit on him. He felt danger creeping ever closer. If you enjoyed this story, please make sure to hit that subscribe button for your continued support.